It's Sunday, February 22nd, 2026, and we have a major winter storm impacting the Northeast currently at the time of making this video. So we're going to be talking about that and a few weather stuff. So let's jump straight into today's weather forecast. So starting off with our winter storm outlook, we do have a moderate risk for major impacts. This is an automatic system that another weather YouTuber has over in this area. We got major impacts possibly if you live in this area, okay? Then we have a enhanced risk for possible moderate impacts if you live in this purple area, and then a slight risk for minor impacts if you live in that blue area. We also are expecting some snow in the back end for this. So this is for today, February 22nd, 2026. The impacts continue tomorrow on Monday, February 23rd, 2026, as we do got this moderate risk for major impacts if you live in this area. And then we got that moderate impacts purple as well. There's also going to be some chances to see some impacts with this too. And we'll still probably see some snow on the back end of this as well on that day. So that's for Monday, February 23rd. And then for Tuesday, we still do got a little winter weather area over here where we got a marginal risk for just winter weather if you live in those locations. Then we got a slight risk up here for minor impacts, and this is for Tuesday, okay? This is for Tuesday, February 24th, if you live in this area. Minor impacts of a winter storm are going to be a possibility. So let's check out the future radar on this bomb cyclone that we're having over here. It's gonna undergo bombogenesis. If you don't know what that means, it's pretty much when winds and the low pressure system millibars drop. So it's gonna be windy out here. So this is what it's gonna be looking like. So it's out here right now, impacting some of these areas. It's gonna continue moving north tonight into tomorrow, and you can see right here. Look at this. We're gonna have that low pressure system right here. Okay, we're gonna have that low pressure system. And then, since the low pressure system is so close to the coast, that means the coast is going to be possibly seeing some strong winds, especially the farther you're out to coast. The more inland you are, the less impacts you'll be getting. The more farther out to the coast, the more impacts you'll be getting. Okay, and the more windy it will be. We're also going to have some of that snow on the backside of this as well, which is not expected to cause too much snow, but you can see it, and then it will move out. But these areas are probably going to be slammed a lot, like the most, okay? New York City is also going to be getting slammed, but make sure to be safe and prepared if you're out here, because this is a pretty big storm. So be prepared for wind gusts out here, and recommend you not to drive out here, okay? Because we got some warnings out there that recommends you not to drive during this and stuff like that, because like there's going to be other cars possibly sliding on the road, not just you. You might be a good driver, okay? You might be a good driver, but there's going to be other cars that are out there that will probably slide. Even people from the south might be up there too, and stuff like that. But it's going to be pretty crazy out here. So please be prepared for anything out here. And you need this. I don't think people have been paying too much attention to this thing. Okay, this is a historic winter storm. This is a historic winter storm, okay? This is not your normal little nor'easter. This is just something that's dangerous and strong, and you need to be prepared. Not saying that's scary, but this is a strong one and a historic winter storm. I know that we've had like a bunch of historic winter storms this year already, but this one, it's got to be one of the worst ones that we've had in a while. So please be prepared for this. So let's see how much snow you could be getting out of this. So let's check out the national blend of models. Now this will show us like the high end of how much snow you could be getting. So this pretty much just squishes all the models together to show how much snow you could be getting of what all of the future radars, all of the future models are saying. So let's check this out. Close that window right there. There we go. So this is what it's saying. Okay, so if you're in these turquoise areas, these areas looks like you guys are going to be seeing a lot of snow. This is the ocean, though, right here. This is the ocean. But especially parts of Delaware, like Toms River, Stafford Township, over there towards Atlantic City, we'll probably be seeing a lot of snow out here, okay? Possibly around 25 to up to maybe around 28 to 27 inches out there. So just again, the turquoise colors are the places that will probably be seeing the most snow. And then notice this little area up here in the Boston and Providence area. We could be seeing a lot of snow up here as well. And then if we go down here, let's go down here to Delaware. We can see a lot of snow down there as well. So this is just what the total snowfall is looking like. We could also see some quite a lot of snow over there in Washington and Baltimore. Washington possibly around 4 to 7 inches. Baltimore probably 4 to 6 inches. If we go over here towards West Virginia, this is another area that probably get a lot of snow. Now let's fly up here towards Ohio. Central Ohio, less than an inch, maybe up to an inch or two in some places. Lake effect snow is also going to be a concern up here, and stuff like that. But we're also gonna have some lake effect snow over here as well. Fort Wayne probably won't be getting too much snow. So that's how much snowfall you could be getting out of this thing. Now let's see how strong the winds could be getting out of this thing. Like, how strong are the winds gonna be? Well, this will show you how strong the winds could possibly get. So here is the HRRR future radar. This shows us the future radar with the wind gusts of how much wind gusts you could be getting. And also, guys, if you want to know the time of the weather of like the future radar, it's at the very top of my screen, like right there where I just put that text at. So yeah, this is the wind. So again, if you're farther out if you're farther out in the coast, especially over here, it's gonna be pretty windy. Okay, it's gonna be windy out here, which is also not gonna help either with anything. It's gonna make possibly some blowing snow as well. And lower visibility is also likely out here, so please be prepared for that. And yeah, we're expecting windy conditions, mainly in here, okay? And the farther like I said, farther you are out to coast, the more impacts you'll be getting out of this thing, okay? So, the next thing that I want to talk about is the overall impacts of this storm, okay? How much impacts are going to be getting out of this thing? Overall impact. You see, we are expecting extreme impacts if you live over here in parts of New Jersey of this winter storm. Let me get this thing back up again. So, look at this. We are expecting extreme impacts of this winter storm up here in Long Island, New York City. New York City hasn't been under a blizzard warning for a long time, in a decade. And we also are expecting major impacts in this red, too. So that's just the overall impacts that we could be seeing. And then another major impacts up there towards Massachusetts and Rhode Island, okay? So that's the overall impacts of this. And we could see minor to winter weather area type of impacts back here. So that's what's going on with that. That's the overall impacts of this. So, ice accumulation. Probably not going to be too much ice accumulation. You might see a few ice accumulations out here in West Virginia, but not that much at all. You can see these little white spots. Just tiny little areas of possible ice accumulation, but probably won't be seeing too much ice accumulation out here. But these winds and everything could still cause some power outages if you live out here in some of these locations. Okay, now let's see what the current warnings are. Let's turn that on. So, as of right now, we have a bunch of blizzard warnings out here in parts of the Northeast right now. You can see these orange things right here these orange boxes right here are blizzard warnings. So those are blizzard warnings. And then we also got some winter storm warnings going all the way around here. And we got travel concerns out here in parts of Kentucky, Indiana, and Central Ohio. We are expecting some possible rough travel in Louisville, Maysville, Indianapolis, Cincinnati, and Columbus, Ohio today as well. But also treacherous travel out here in this orange area and these pink areas possibly as well. And guess what? Rhode Island has a civil emergency message as a travel ban is starting at 7 p.m. today. On Sunday, February 22nd, 2026. Today, a travel ban is starting at 7 p.m. There, okay? And whiteout conditions will make travel treacherous and potentially life-threatening. High winds are expected to reduce visibility and bring down tree branches and power lines. It's not just that. If you go down towards South Carolina, you guys might even see some power outages too. We got some winds over there that could knock out power. Guess what? Over here towards Georgia, it's expected to get pretty cold as well, especially cold for you guys down there. Then guess what? Over here towards southern Mississippi and parts of Louisiana, we got chances for wildfires. We got red flag warnings out there. Even down there into parts of Florida. Please check your National Weather Service, because by the time you're watching this, these warnings might not be going right now. But anyways, that's what's going on right now. And you guys probably know, it got darn cold. It got pretty darn cold. Okay? And that's because we had the Arctic blast that came down, and this system over here is pulling cold air. Okay? It's pulling cold air, bringing that cold air into these areas. Okay? It's even going to be windy in parts of the Ohio Valley today in some places. I mean, I was out there today, and there was like snow blowing right into my face. I mean, you can see right here. This is how cold it is right now. You can see, we might see a little bit of a warm up on the 25th, but then we can see some cold coming down. But overall, it might stay a little bit above average, but still a lot of times we'll probably stay still pretty cold feeling. So as you can see right here, this is the Climate Prediction Center's 6 to 10 day outlook for how warm it could be. This area could be seeing some warmer temperatures, and then this area could be seeing normal to more cold temperatures. So that's what's going on with that. But yeah, and we still got some avalanche dangers. So if you live in any of those highlighted, it's just avalanche dangers. So let's go check out the future radar that looks more into the future. So here we are on the GFS model. So there's our storm over here, because there's going to be a possibility I could see some more storms even after this one passes through. So it's gonna be pretty crazy. So also notice this system up here too. This thing is pretty crazy as well. It's gonna bring some rain to parts of the atmospheric river. So there's that storm up there that's gonna pass through. See, we can have another system come down as well, like this system. Around February 24th, will come down into February 25th, and might even see a few inches of snow up here on top of that snow that we already had. And then what about this system that pops up on the 26th of February? We're going to have another system that's a possibility that could cause some snow and even freezing rain in some places. As you can see right there. This can even bring a severe weather risk to parts of the southeast on February 26th and to the 27th. And then, yeah, it's just what the future radar is looking like. So definitely some chances to see some snow after this and severe weather after this as well. So it's going to be pretty crazy. So make sure to be staying prepared for this and everything. We're going to have, this is a historic winter storm. A historic winter storm. So please be prepared. And that's all I have for you today. And I'll see you in the next weather update video. And have a good day. Bye.